Today I'm going to show you how to draw the Scarecrow of Catkin Farm, but let's not talk about it. Let's do it.
Okay, we're going to start trying to draw this kind of cat type scarecrow, and I'm going to start right in with the eyebrows. You may hear some banging in the background. My neighbour is building a shed very close to my studio, and I'm going to draw eyes. Piercing, staring eyes. And then we want to have all the kind of lighting coming from below to give it kind of a scariness. And a nose like that. And again we can come and put the lighting. So all the shading will be kind of above with the lighting coming from below, so the reflections are hitting underneath the nose there like that. And then I'm going to have these quite thick whiskers because it's a scarecrow. It's a scarecrow. And so these kind of whiskers are made out of bits of corn, so they need to look a bit bent and twisted and whatever, but they need to be quite thick, so they're kind of the nearest thing to you, so they need to be drawn first. And I'll put another bit of corn on there. So then now I can do the mouth, and some kind of ugly bent teeth, and then I can draw the rest of the face coming in, so they will come behind these whiskers, which is kind of why I drew them in first. And then it's got this kind of hat on made out of all these kind of bits of straw again. So, well, it is, it's a straw hat. So I'm just going to probably just speed through this. And then we've got them going the other way as well, like that. So this is the brim of the hat. I suppose I should have interleaved them and woven them together, but if I was doing an illustration, then I'd have penciled this all in and planned that kind of thing first. I'm going to put this sort of tongue in there, and also we're going to have the kind of the hat. What's it called? The kind of the main part of the hat is going to be there, isn't it? The crown, that's the word I'm looking for. And then we're going to have these kind of arms sticking out, and they're kind of very dodgy hands. They're kind of potatoes or something that have been stuck together. And then I think we're also going to want to have this kind of patched up as well, aren't we? So we'll have sort of little patches on there, maybe another one there. We can make that a kind of a tartan pattern. So we have another one there, and then I'm going to want this kind of in the cornfield. So we'll see some bits of corn, and then we're just going to get lots of leaves, and we can use these leaves. I'm going to make the leaves quite dark, so this will be a kind of a foil to bring the hand forward a bit like that, to make it sort of clearer. And now I've got to think about the shading going on here, and I can put a whole lot of bits of this going on here, and I want the whiskers to stand out, so I'm kind of making these a bit darker. And then I'm putting these little shadows in so that you kind of get a differentiation between those two angles of the straws there. And now we need to do some serious shading. And while I do that, I'm going to read you some of the story. Well, this is a story about a cat called Kipling who says, "I was young and very foolish. My brother Nibs and I loved to go hunting, and we would visit Catkin Farm because the fields were full of mice and rats. A rotten old scarecrow stood lonely in the fields. It didn't scare anyone. No one lived at the farm. It was overgrown and the house was falling apart. Nibs and I treated the place as if it was our own. One night we were hunting in the fields when we saw a light burning in the window of the farmhouse. Like moths drawn to a flame, Nibs and I crept towards the house, quiet as quiet could be. As we jumped up to peer through the dusty window, I felt my fur stand on end and my skin crawl with goose flesh. A candle flickered in the kitchen, illuminating an uneaten meal on the table. A shadow appeared behind us. Something grabbed us by the scruff of our necks and hissed, "If you ever come sneaking round here again, you'll be very, very sorry." And that's all I'm going to tell you. Okay, this is just a little bit of kind of texture going in on the material. If you want to know what happens to Kipling and his brother Nibs, you're going to have to get a copy of Scaredy Cats, which is my Kickstarter project at the moment. Click the link to go and see what it's all about. There's lots of ways you can support me. It's going to be a perfect gift for someone you know. A signed, limited edition book. What more could anybody else want? Especially someone who likes a bit of a scare.
Well, I hope you enjoyed watching that, and if you did, remember there's my Kickstarter campaign up here. I'm making limited edition books. There's something for everybody, a perfect personalised gift for somebody. I could even come and read you a story in your house over Skype. Have a party, have all the neighbours round. Click here for the mystery drawing and click up here to make sure you subscribe to the Shoo Rayner drawing channel. In the meantime, keep drawing, practice, and don't get scared. I'll see you next time. You take care now. Bye bye.